we judges also, if we go outside the country or different parts of the world, we also face the same question: how many years a case takes place? You all know the reasons of the pendency. I need not elaborate. Already I indicated this in the last Chief Justice, Chief Minister's conference. You all know this main important reason is not filling of the vacancies, judicial vacancies, improving the judicial infrastructure. I will tell you the success story of Nalsa. Now there are 5 crore cases pending in this Nalsa this year. Through Lok Adalat, pre-litigation cases, around 2 crores we have settled, thanks to Justice Lalit's efforts. And also pending cases, 1 crore cases we have settled last year. It's a great achievement. This is all the judicial officers and judges, from executive chairman to down taluk officer, they worked hard. Apart from working judicial duties, doing the judicial duties, they worked extra hours on Saturday, Sunday, and they have achieved this. So this is a successful story. Judiciary is always ahead of trying to resolve all these issues. Only I request is that the government has to take up this pendency of filling the vacancies as well as providing infrastructure. And Nalsa is the best model, and it is a successful story. So on the same lines, we suggested judicial infrastructure also last Chief Justice, Chief Minister's conference. Unfortunately, it has not taken up. But however, I hope and trust again that issue will be revisited, and no modern democracy can be disassociated with the observance of rule of law. The question is, can rule of law persist without the idea of equality? The idea of modern India was built around the promise of providing justice, social, economic, and political. This is a strand which flows throughout our Constitution and crystallized in Part 3 of the Constitution. Undeniably, the colonial justice system inherited by the independent India was outstepped with the social reality. If law and legal process continue to be a tool at the dispense of the privileged few, then the majority of the people would have sought justice in the streets. In a country like India, legal aid forms a core aspect of the administration of justice. Administration of justice is not an act which is accomplished by only within the courtrooms. It involves promoting and creating awareness about rights and facilitating social justice. It means creating a platform where parties can claim competing rights. Only when equal access and participation is ensured in the justice delivery system, the faith and trust of all shall be won. Therefore, access to justice came to be recognized as a fundamental right, as it is the key to defending other rights. In other words, unless people can access justice, they would be deprived of remedies in case of violation of their rights. A single violation of right or a single case can spiral into graver consequences quickly. An unlawful eviction may not only lead to loss of shelter, it may also lead to loss of livelihood, which may result in lack of access to food or health care. Without state intervention in such circumstances through legal aid, violators will never be held accountable and injustice shall prevail. Considering the significance of the state's role in administering justice, the Legal Services Authority Act was enacted in 1987, nearly 40 years after independence. The act was considered revolutionary, as it was much ahead of its time. After initial hiccups, we have now achieved great success. Now, our services have reached every nook and corner of the country. Today, almost 80% of the population are eligible to claim the benefits of the National Legal Service Act.